And speaking of good experiences, it looks like Microsoft is going to release a new Xbox One
Ooh,
S.
tell me about it.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. They're finally getting rid of the optical disk drive, which is
Ah,
insane because I remember when they first introduced optical disk drives back when the PlayStation 1 and Sega came out with something around, the year 2000 that had an optical drive. So now 19 years later, we're finally getting rid of cartridges. We're finally getting rid of optical drives.
Blu-rays. Yeah.
Blu-rays, all it's going to be is an internet connection, which is what it should be. There's some advantages and disadvantages, though. The
Yeah, let's
huge
debate it.
advantage, yeah, is it's going to be a whole lot cheaper to buy the system.
Oh,
So right now, an Xbox One S goes for about $299 in the United States, and that typically comes with one game.
mhm.
People are thinking it's going to be much cheaper than that, which would make me more excited to get one. Um, the other advantage is hopefully they're going to have a big hard drive in there for you to download all of the games that you want, right? That gives them more incentive to give you a terabyte or two in there
Mhm.
to play to your heart's content because you're going to buy more games. It's more profitable for them. So hopefully they'll supplement you a little bit. They're also going to offer a disc to digital program. So that means that if you already have discs for your Xbox One S, you
Mhm.
can tell them and show them, and they will allow you to download the game. So say you already have Red Dead Redemption or Final Fantasy 15, you can just tell them that, and then you can download it, apparently. Um, this is going to be great for the price. However, there is some bad things. There are huge companies that benefit from optical discs, such as GameStop
Oh
and
yeah.
Walmart and all the other places like Target that sell them.
Mhm.
It's kind of a pull. I remember when I was in high school, I didn't really like going to the mall, but I would definitely go to pick up a game. And then while I was there, I'd pick up some other things. So it's kind of like putting the milk and the bread in the back of the grocery store, right? You're going to buy other things when you're there. If you don't have any games to buy in the store, you're not going to go. So, and it also might make GameStop go out of business.
I'm also wondering about that secondhand market, right? I don't necessarily need to buy the game as soon as it comes out right away. In fact, some of the games that my kids play the most are older games. Like, I don't know if you've ever played Overcooked. It is awesome. That is a great party game. Everybody's a different chef, and you got to run around the kitchen, and you got to make burgers and like fish and chips, and you're like, get out of my way, and it's hilarious. It's an older game, and I could probably find it on sale for $20, or I could go to GameStop and buy a used version of it for $5 to $10.
Oh, that's
That's
cool.
gonna disappear.
Right.
And so, I mean, there's advantages. That secondhand, like if you get tired of a game, you can actually it's an asset. It's something that you can sell. I don't think you can sell digital
Should sell.
copies of games.
No. No, so that's going to get rid of that. But hopefully it'll bring down piracy a little bit because if you don't have the optical drive to burn and to copy, it's going to make it a whole lot harder for you to make ROMs to put up on Pirate Bay, right? Or perhaps people will just be smart and connect into their hard drive somehow and
Oh,
extract the
sure.
ROMs anyway. But I
If
think it
you're
would be
tech
hard.
savvy enough to be able to get around whatever DRM they have on those discs, you're going to be tech savvy enough to just hack it right out of the box for sure.
Well, I think we're really finding a new trend. Things are going to go away from the physical, from the ROMs, from the disk, and it's going to go mostly digital, in my
Yeah.
opinion, for the next few ones. And actually, I think that in the future, you're not even going to play the game on a system anymore. You're going to stream it.
And
I
I
think that's the
absolutely
next.
agree with you because the amount of data that we need right now to be able to make these games, because they're beautiful games, the graphics, and you need a smoking awesome
Video card,
computer,
ton of
yeah,
RAM.
all the components. And in the future, they could have that smoking system somewhere in a data farm, and all you need to do is stream it. I mean, we're already there. You've got the NVIDIA Shield already has streaming capabilities from any computer with an NVIDIA graphics card.
Yeah.
And, there are services out there. You can already do it. I believe Microsoft and PlayStation both have options where you can stream. Now,
Cool.
due to data limitations, And depending what your ISP's limitations are like, you may not get the same experience streaming the game today that you would if you were actually running it off of a computer with the best gear and equipment. But that's changing. And as internet pipes get bigger and bigger, especially with 5G, it just makes no sense that we're stuck paying $2,000-3,000 for gaming computers or $1,000 for a smoking awesome Xbox. So
Agreed.
yeah, I think streaming's the future, but it does cause problems where now you're no longer going to be able to sell your older games. So it gets rid of that market, and the people who want to buy a cheaper game, they'll have to wait for sales and all kinds of issues. But we'll have to see what the market does.
It's going to be more like Steam, but for consoles.